continuing to troubleshoot the subscription system. Learned about this thing called the, how do I show this again? It's the Blueprint Debugger. This is really useful. Also, when I was in here, I noticed this, which maybe would have been helpful later or earlier. I mean, when I was dealing with that collision issue, didn't know about it, but it's all right. So hit play. So the debugger works like this. You can set breakpoints, which right now it's in play mode, but I was having issues with this subscribe again. I homebrewed this, so and I did it in blueprints. I didn't do it in C# where it probably belongs, but you can turn on these breakpoints. So this is the very end of this flow here. And effectively what it tries to do is it will, if it has a list of subscribers here, and it looks to see if that subscriber has been seen before. If it hasn't, then it adds it to the list and it assigns it an ID so that it can be referenced later, and you can call functions on that subscriber somewhat arbitrarily. It needs to at least honor the interface. So if I do that, and the issue is I can't see this list in here. So whenever you play, I can't reach the GI, the game instance. So there's no way for me to see at any given time what those variables hold. So I was kind of despair there. But when you get those breakpoints, you can go back and look at all of these objects and inspect. So I can see what happens first, and then you can see this call chain here. Can hop next, same thing, just see it happening. And so this was really, really powerful. Super glad. There was a little, I'll link it in the video as well, the little mini tutorial article I ran into. And so I can see that all these IDs are being set right. But then, like, when I came down here and I looked at this registration by event, and I have all these events, and there's the subscribers. This was 0, so it was 002. Like, what the heck? So I looked up here in this little crazy logic, and I could see that this wasn't checked, this size to fit, and that was it. That was the whole problem. So the size to fit will get this to operate correctly. So now I can click this add, and it drops in, and then the mouse cursor is returned. So sweet, that worked. And now I can work on the click events again, which, I mean, that was like a month ago where click events stopped working, so I can get those working again. Where's the spawner? Okay, so no, not spawner, GI. So okay, I'll break it again, so just to show how this didn't work and how small of an, let's skip 1, skip 2. There's one more caveat I want to capture for my video notes here. Okay, so here's button press, and it should show 002. So if we play like this and see how the behavior, it's fine until we get to this one. And so the mouse is gone because it didn't send the event to the mouse, which is ID 1. Add works, so that registered right, but yeah, the mouse is gone, so it effectively breaks the game. So this little guy fixes that. What else was there? Okay, the other thing that was a problem, I can turn this off now, was the order. So I put a delay on the initialize subscriber on event begin play. I think it's happening too fast, I think. So let me see if I can reproduce this. We'll skip that delay. And like they'll get assigned the same ID. And maybe it seems like it's fine now. I swear it was it was an issue earlier. I mean, this is nice if it's not an issue. So let's see. Like I think it was. Seems fine. I'm seeing the cursor disappear when it's supposed to. It's coming back when it's supposed to. Okay, maybe this is fine. Cursor's coming back when it should. Oh, maybe this is fine. Maybe I don't need that delay after all. I'm going to leave it in there because I want it to sort of be somewhat deterministic. These three objects are going to be consistently the HUD, the mouse or the player, and then the spawner. I don't think there's anything else that's kind of like a global object. So, all right, got spawning down. It took a little while, but it works. And now I can get to click events and that interactivity and getting like the models to spawn. And yeah, I need to get into in-game UI. So whenever you click on this, it's going to spawn a little disk which will have more interactivity. And yeah, that'll be something to figure out. So this will probably need to be locked in position or do something with the grid, which we have an old school demo of, but it looks like this. So I'm going to click on that and then it'll pop these things up. Might need a new dial though, because we still want the ability to erase it. Like say I don't want that ship anymore. So that could be the X, but there needs to be a way to move it because right now it's just dropped in the center, and originally I didn't have a way to move it. So this old design doesn't have that, so I'll probably need to add. It's an odd number anyway, so I can make it a even 6, and yeah, hopefully that should do the trick.